I work at a Christian company, and every morning before we get started on our various projects, we have worship together. And a couple of weeks ago, the devotional brought out a thought that has stuck with me, and is something that I have been trying to learn for a while. And that is the concept of taking our troubles and our pain and our burdens to God instead of to other people. This is something I've really struggled with because I've been through a lot and I've had a lot of pain, and it feels good to have other people share in that. And like when you tell them about something, you can tangibly feel their empathy and their concern for you, or just sympathetic human connection. But then on the flip side of that, that means that they're now carrying that burden as well. And I know a lot of things that I can tend to share with people are not easy burdens to carry, and it's not very considerate of me to just dump those burdens on other people, especially when they haven't even asked for that. Like, we're not close, and it's not like they've shared things so now I can share things. I tend to overshare with just about anyone, and that is not good. I know it sounds super cliche to take your burdens to God, but it actually really does help because He's the only one that can actually do anything about it. I went to counseling for a few months, and one of the things that she told me to do was to just write out everything to God, everything I was angry about, everything that I felt like had hurt me. Just tell Him everything. And that was really helpful, and I've continued to do that in my daily devotions, in my prayer journal. If there's something that's just really, it's creeping up, or something that's on my heart, I will just write it out in a prayer and be like, God, this is what I'm dealing with. Here's where I'm at. And that is not too much for Him. He asks us to bring our burdens to Him because He wants to carry them for us. Now, it is nice to have a few people that can share those burdens with you, but that is an important word, can. I'm not saying to just go dump your load on any person that you trust and you feel close with. Do they have the mental and emotional capacity to handle that burden of your pain as well as their own pain? Because I don't know about you, but the last thing I would want to do is to put a burden on one of my friends and ultimately cause them to have a breakdown or just have it be way too much for them to handle. Thankfully, I have found a few people in my life that either can empathize with what I've been through or are strong people that can handle the weight of my burdens. And so I have been able to share pretty openly with those people. But what I've been trying to learn, and is more difficult to put into practice, is to not even allude to what I've been through to other people who don't know and would not be able to handle the burden of the full story. I almost feel like that is an indicator of healing, though, to not feel like you have to bring it up as much. If you're still in the thick of healing and you feel the need to bring up whatever you've been through pretty often, I would highly suggest getting counseling or finding a mentor in your church, someone that can carry that burden with you and give you genuine advice and be that listening ear for you. And also just take it to God. Write it out in a prayer. Just vent to Him. He's fine with carrying that for you. He doesn't care if our words are messy and we don't get the thoughts out clearly. He wants to hear what you're going through, and He wants to carry that burden with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here next week.